All right, big news coming in from Karnataka. All that confusion around MNCs to now display the number of Kannadigas that they've hired on boards outside their offices. It appears DK Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, has laid this commotion to rest. He says, we won't have a law to compel companies to tell how many Kannadigas need to be employed, how many have they employed. That declaration need not be put out on their boards. No such direction has gone out to any MNCs. Some pro-Kannada people had requested us, but there is no law regarding that. So all that commotion, confusion now put to rest by DK Shivkumar. The Deputy Chief Minister says there will not be a law mandating companies to put out the number of Kannadigas they've employed outside their offices. I'm cutting across to what DK Shivkumar said in clarification. Let's have a listen.
Not forcing anyone. There is no such order. Some Kannada activist has met my minister and requested. We are not forcing anyone. It is not. There is no act or no guidelines on that. It is a city which the entire world is looking at. We don't want to spoil the status. We are there. Let them put Kannada board. As far as Kannada boards, we are encouraging to put. On employee issue, there is no such any directions.
All right, there was a lot of confusion a little earlier, a few days ago, when Kannada Culture Minister Kannadiga, he spoke about how there will be a rule that will mandate companies, particularly MNCs, to come up with a board outside their office that will have to display the number of Kannadigas that they've employed. This was the Karnataka's push, in his view, to ensure that Kannadigas get jobs and they accommodated, jobs must be created. If it's in Karnataka, then Kannadigas must get jobs. There should be equal distribution, and of course the language issue also taken up by the Culture Minister, saying this also sort of eases into our 60-40 rule on Kannada versus English on signboards. So now Deputy Chief Minister says this is not a rule, it's not a mandate, we will not come up with a law, it's only a request by the Kannada activists. There's nothing mandated from our side. Sagai Raj, our correspondent, joining us live for more on that. Sagai, this is now a controversy that's been put to rest, so companies, businesses can take a breather. No compulsion of putting out a board that lists the number of Kannadiga employees that they've hired. This really sent a host of businesses in a flurry.
Absolutely a big relief for all the MNCs and IT companies, because last week the Minister for Kannada and Culture has categorically said that they are trying to form a committee, and the committee will decide whether the MNCs and other companies have to put out a board outside that how many of Kannadigas and non-Kannadigas are being employed in their respective companies. And ruling out on this, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, DK Shivkumar, has clarified that there won't be any kind of diktat like this, and you do not worry about this. It's a cosmopolitan city, and we will not try to implement this particular thing. He has also said that it was a demand from one of the pro-Kannada activists, but the government is not going to implement this particular law or any kind of rule